Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Enjoying the Journey Cancer as a Lifestyle. So today I have some finished objects, some for challenges that I wanted to join in. Donna from Gabbing Grammy, she has put out a challenge there at the beginning of the year. If anyone is interested in making one hat and scarf set every month, and then in December, at the end of the year, to donate all of that to a favorite charity of theirs, or you can send it in to her. She is actually doing this challenge. She's going to be making hat and scarf sets, I believe, for her church charity. So I believe that is what it is. So I ended up, I'm using what I have. I looked on my shelf. What do I have a lot of? I have a lot of this Karen Red 1-pounder. That was, and I have the ends of it. I have a couple of these 1-pounders left. They were donated by a lady who was cleaning out storage units for a living, and she found a huge duffel bag full of them. And I mean, what a blessing. They went a long way. Great for blankets and all, and I've used them all. And I still have a couple left. All of my red yarn in the past, I've used to make baby hats for I get this wrong, so I'm sure you guys will correct me, because I always get it wrong. I'm not sure if it's big hearts, little hats, or big hats, little hearts. I'm not sure which one of it is, but I've joined in every year. I've done it, and I've used to save all my red yarn to for that organization. And as you know, they have stopped collecting. They're not around anymore. So I have this red yarn that I really have not been using for anything else. The color red, as much as I love it, I love the color red as an accent. I used to have a red Durango. I used to have a red couch that I loved. I love the color red, but it is a very vibrant, bold color. So I'm always skeptical in using it like in a blanket, or like, in just one solid item, like a scarf or whatever. So but I thought that it would be okay if I made some hat and scarf sets, because in the winter time, you can think of Christmas. So anyway, let me show you what I did for January. I took my red, and it's blowing up, and so I don't, on the screen, but it is actually really bright red. And what I did is, my hat and scarf set here, I just double crocheted into the back loop, so it came out and gave it that little ridge look. If you see, it's got that ridges. And I did the same thing for the hat to match it. And this one you just make into a square, and then you fold it, and it's got this, it looks this way. So January's, here is my red in the ridge, that's what I call it, in the back loop, double crochet, and matching hat. February, I just did a simple double crochet. Here it is on the inside out, the double crochet from the bottom up, with the brim in the red again. I'm sorry, it's blowing up, it's hot pink, and the matching double crochet hat, a scarf. That's my February. Now I still have quite a bit of red left, so I think I'm going to continue with the theme until I use that up, and I'm just going to do a different stitch for March, and every month I'll try to do something different. I have an idea for March which one I'm going to do, so we'll see. So yeah, here's my two Donna. I did participate. I've been meaning to, oh my gosh, it's been like on the back burner the whole time. Something else I've been doing, as you guys know, I have been making blankets, or I'm trying to make blankets to donate to Ronald McDonald's house. I just can't seem to make enough blankets. In fact, there's my stack right there. I had a whole stack in the car already in the box. And I have another box that I started, so I have quite a bit of them made. And I had one box that was sitting in the back seat of the car. The problem is that we've been having a snowstorm, an ice storm, and like rainstorm, and I was afraid that, you know, it like dawned on me that, wait a minute, it could have froze. So, because like I had some gloves in the car in the front, and I couldn't even put them on because they were like frozen. And I thought, oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't freeze. Then it's wet, and then it gets moldy, and I'm delivering, like, you know. So I brought them here, but they were okay, just to air it out. It was real cold. And then I'm just going to take them when I'm ready to go. So I'm not sure quite how many I have. I have quite a bit, but for some reason, the demand for individual blankets is like up because people are having a lot of issues. So I've already donated 4 individual blankets by request. I have another 4 coming, and just received this week that are another 4 requests. So that's on the works. And I'm telling you that because I wasn't going to do the other 4 till I finished with my Ronald McDonald's. But I started this blanket. And you know, I've been using my scraps, right? And I started making this blanket here. And as I'm making this blanket, I am thinking about one of the 4 people. I cannot get this individual out of my head the whole time I'm making this blanket. And I'm like thinking to myself, I cannot donate this to Ronald McDonald's. I have to, this blanket has to go to this individual, because my mind is all over this blanket with them. So let me show you what this one looks like. And I'm going to have to probably stand up. And so I really love how it came out. And believe it or not, this is all scrapped. Now the only thing I'm doing is I'm using one base color, which this is like a powder blue, and then I'm putting mixing in my different scraps with it, so it's like a 2-strand. And because I am finding I have a lot of scrap yarn that is very thin yarn, like even like a 3, you know. Some I would even call it 2, seriously. And I'm like, so I'm using that up with the 2-strand. So this is the blue color. So believe it or not, these are several different scraps, but it doesn't look like it, does it? It actually looks like it's a variegated yarn. I love how this blanket came out. And like I said, I was thinking about the individual the whole time. I love how it came out. It's beautiful. It just looks to me like, you know, like you could buy cake yarn with it, and this is the you know, that's how pretty it is. So I really love it. This one's going to go to that individual. Yeah, and I am like, on my mind, I'm not thinking of Ronald McDonald. I'm thinking about the individuals I'm making the blankets for. So I think I'm going to be working on these first, and who knows when I'm going to donate to Ronald McDonald. Anyway, I do have one scrap blanket. Now don't forget that Terry and I are doing our February challenge that we brought out for everyone this month for February. It's the scrap, using your scraps challenge. So that's what we're kind of working on. That is one of the ones, and we're throwing out there if any of you want to join in. And there is a giveaway in regards to it. Whoever, you know, if you have a project for scraps, send us an email with the picture of it, for either to me or to Terry, and we will enter you in for 1 per entry. So for every entry you get one, you get a chance. So if you enter, you know, do 5 scrap projects, that's 5 entries, and there will be yarn at the end that will you know, choose one winner, and then, you know, that person will win some yarn. Anyway, I know I just scrambled that on. Anyway, so I do have another that I think this one is going to go to Ronald McDonald, and this is a corner-to-corner scrap. So let me show you this one. I think this one came out too. This one I used the base color of cream, like an off-white cream. I don't know how else. And I think it came out pretty nice too. Let me show you how they are. I really love corner to corner, but I don't want to be sitting here doing nothing but corner to corner. So I think this one came out looking good too. All of them are nice size. Maybe I'm making them a little too big this time. I have started another blanket that is like humongous, I think. But So there you go, you guys. There's another one that's going to Ronald McDonald. I'm glad for that. And I think that's about it for now. So yeah. So that's it, you guys. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon. All right? Okay. Bye-bye. Whoops.